Welcome back to the video, guys. I'm going to do a real quick comparison between OG high cut, the Jordan OG low cut, and the Jordan low. And yes, there is a big difference because it's really aesthetically when you look at it, and you really can't tell a difference if you don't pay attention to the small details, but I do. And I'll start off with, yes, the original, the high, the classic, the Air Jordan 1 Royal Blues. Yes, they're beat because I bought them used off GOAT. Yes, I cleaned them before I put them on. And yes, they're dirty again. I hit them with the Jason Mark, and they mostly came out. Problem is, I wore them everywhere. I wore them to work. I wore them around the mall. I wore them walking around, going out and about, at the bars, in the woods. Don't ask me about that story. I ruined these going into the woods. The OG low cut Chicago colorway. And yes, I could tell they're beat. Yes, they're creased. Yes, they're dirty because I wear these everywhere too. I've even worn these to the gym, and these are actually really comfortable and they're really nice to squat in because they're flat. Uh, they're flat, and it just pops. And when you wear these with jeans or something that just goes over, they look like the Chicago highs. These are super clean. Like, they don't release this cut all the time. This is like they put all the OG colorways that they released, they put them on special collaborations and on special shoes like the Cyber Mondays. Look, are not my shoes, but since it's a comparison and I want to show you the small details, I got these. The recent release Air Jordan Lows, to me, they look like fragments. Um, yeah, these look like the fragment lows. Let's just call it that what it is. Um, but these aren't the same cut as the ones that I was showing you. Obviously, if I just turn it around just a little bit, you could already see the big difference. And these are colorway and color blocking, super clean. Personally, these are not my cut. My cut are a little lower, Let me pull this up just to just to show you just a little bit. I'm saying, and it's not just because these are smaller. These are a size 9, I think, and mine are a size 12. And if you actually look at it, the cut of the leather is actually higher. These are more like the ones that Jordan played in, where it's lower, like under the ankles. If you look at the back, obviously you can see the Air Jordan insignia right there. On here, it's more lower on the heel, and this actually goes up a little higher on the pull tab. And if you actually look at the tongues, you can see there's a Nike Air logo here. There was one inside, but where it's not permanent on the insole. And if you look at the tongue, this part actually doesn't have anything on it, while this part has a 23. These actually are more similar to each other than on the Air Jordan 1 OG highs, because those leathers are a little more, butter. But these are not that bad. For a shoe that's $95, I got these for 110 on sale. Regular retail is about 120. But yeah, this is a pretty good shoe to get for, if you can't afford the original ones, the OG highs. I recommend these. Now, if you look at this one to this one, there's a huge difference, and it's mostly the leather. But if you look at standpoint, they're the same shoe, just a higher cut, and all the mid cuts literally are in the middle of these two shoes. This is the cut they use for the Travis Scott and the Eric Costin Midnight One lows, and those are super clean. And a lot of people are passing on the shadow ones for some reason, even though they were on sale. I picked those up at the mall for like $50, and people passed on the bread, the royal, the Chicago ones, and the prices just skyrocketed, especially on these. I checked these up and I was like, yo, I could have kept those dead stock and resold them for like $600. But I wear my shoes, so oh well. Um, these are still a super clean shoe to wear. These shoes, are a little higher, so it's a little harder to wear these. But the leather on these are buttery. So this, like I said, this crease is a lot better and they look a lot more vintage. These are more plastic, so they don't look as good when they're creased or beaten up. But you know, I still wear my kicks. So that's the difference between those three models. And if you're looking for the fragment lows, those still in the mall, they're still selling and people are not picking them up for some reason. People are picking up the shattered backboard colorway, but those I'd pass on those because those aren't the leather. I really want those for the leather. The colorway is cool, but that leather would be nicer, and I'd rather have the high cut. Those fragment ones, if they go down in price, I might pick those up. And yeah, guys, if you're looking for those OG lows, it's gonna be harder to find and pick up for the low price that I picked them up for. Those are gonna be harder to find on those OG cut lows because Travis Scott, Eric Costin, and everybody's trying to mimic that OG low cut with even the UNC one lows, and the prices are skyrocketing. It's crazy. Like they're almost the same price as an OG one high retro. That's crazy to me when I was picking up those shoes, and I could have, but I passed on the other three colorways that I could have got. But you know, what that's it is what it is. And if you know, you know. So thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. All right.